Hello friends, let's create a nice dirty glass material. We are going to build everything step by step, and I'll explain what each node is doing in a simple beginner-friendly way. The first node I add is texture coordinate. This node tells Blender where to place our textures on the object. I'm using the generated output because it works great for simple models and we don't need any UVs. Next, I add a mapping node and plug the generated output into it. Mapping controls the position, rotation and scale of the texture. I'm keeping everything at the default values because I actually want the dirt pattern to feel random and organic. Next, I add a noise texture. This is basically the heart of the whole dirty glass effect. It creates random cloudy shapes that looks like stains, fingerprints and smudges. I increase scale to connect the size of dirty patches, detail to make the dirt sharper, distortion to break the pattern and make it look natural, not computer perfect. Connection, mapping, noise vector. Now we need to turn this noisy texture into actually clean or dirty mask. I add a ColorRamp and plug the noise into it. White areas will be dirty and black areas will be clean. By moving these lights closer together, I make the dirt more contrasty and visible. This second ColorRamp is for the surface imperfections, the small scratches, the dry streaks and the micro texture and dirty glass. I move the black slider almost all the way to the right. This gives me thin subtle lines instead of big patches. Next, I add a bump node. This will give the glass real micro bumps and imperfections so light can catch them. I plug the second ColorRamp into height and keep the strength pretty low because glass imperfections should be subtle. Next, we need the actual glass shader. I add a glass base DF and keep the color white. Next, transparent base DF. This node helps the dirty parts feel lighter and less clear. Glass mixed with transparency creates that washed out, dusty look. Now we mix the glass and transparent shaders together using a mix shader, and the factor is our first ColorRamp, the dirt mask. Where it's white we see more transparency, the dirty parts, and where it's black we see more glass, the clean parts. Layer weight gives us a facing output, which is bright when a surface looks directly at the camera and darker on the edges. And I use this to add a bit of team effect and make the glass feel more interesting and realistic. Next, I add an emission node. Don't worry, the glass is not going to glow. This simply adds a teeny highlight on the dirt to help it pop on the lighting, and I keep this straight small, around 5 or over lower. Now I mix the previous shader with emission. This gives the dirty parts a little extra contrast and makes the stains more visible. and also add a light path node. It helps Blender handle transparency and reflections correctly. Dirty Glass has both, so this node improves the overall realism. And finally, I plug everything into the last mix shader and then into the material output. And that's it, our Dirty Glass shader is done. What we did is actually really simple. We create a dot mask using noise, shaped it with ColorRamps, added teeny bumps, mixed clean glass with transparent glass, added a little emission for highlights, and used layer weight for nature rim lighting. Everything is procedural, everything is controllable, so feel free to tweak the noise scale, ColorRamp slides or bump straight to get different looks what you want. And that's your Dirty Glass material. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.